Okay, so for this first instance, I would share some light on DAAD, and then I'm sure there are some of you who are joining for the very first time today. So I'll share some light on DAAD, on study in Germany in general, and then our colleagues will come in after a few slides that we've discussed. So the German Academic Exchange Service, the DAAD, DAAD is a big organization. In fact, we have member universities and then also with their student bodies and research institutes. DAAD represented worldwide by information centers like the one here in Accra, Information Center Accra. We also have information points and also regional offices all around the world. DAAD, certainly I'm sure those of us who already know DAAD, awarding several individual scholarships and also supporting a lot of academic cooperation around the world. So this is more like a map showing the representation of DAAD offices, information centers, branch offices, and also information points. And our headquarters is in Bonn. Now, something general about German university system. So what do we have? In German universities, yeah, one very important aspect of German education is the cooperation between theory and practice. And this is tying to Humboldt's vision of education, unity and freedom of research and instruction. And German university has a wide variety of subject areas, and it's one place in Central Europe with a high density of tertiary institutions. We have more than 400 tertiary institutions, and so we are having over 20,000 study programs. And today we are going to learn about the study programs from HTW Dresden. So in Germany, we have universities, then we have technical universities, and we have others called the University of Applied Sciences. So universities and technical universities, I mean, like we all know what universities are called, with several faculties and departments and so on. But with the University of Applied Sciences, they offer very practical-oriented programs, and they have a very strong tie to industry. So supposing you are pursuing a bachelor's degree, you have to do a semester of internship with industry before graduation. Then, of course, we have colleges of art and music and film, and also several private colleges and academies. So I already mentioned that in University of Applied Sciences, you are studying another half a year. So that's why you have it like 3 to 4 years. At the university, for a bachelor's, it's only 3 years. But at the University of Applied Science, it's 3.5 years, and the half year is compulsory industrial attachment or internship. And for a master's, it's from 1 to 2 years. And then PhD, 3 to 4 years. But you realize not all University of Applied Sciences award PhDs or are mandated to award PhD. So with University of Applied Sciences, you're looking at bachelor's or master's most of the time. And with your secondary school leaving certificate, you can enter into a bachelor program. But for example, for those of us who are in Ghana, you have to have at least the WASI passes, and then you have to go through something we call the student collect before you start. Or if you have done one academic year of university, then you can go straight into a bachelor's. On the side is state examination. These are for programs like medicine, dentistry, law, pharmacy, and so on. And the number of years you spend in school is different. In fact, usually about 6 to 7 years, and they have 2 types of state examinations that you write. So before our colleagues coming, I will just mention a few things about study visa or student visa. So as a Ghanaian or West African, you would need a study visa. And then to apply, you need to show sufficient and financial capability. In fact, you need to have at least about 934 euros per month. So this calculated multiplied by 12 months becomes 11,208. So if you don't have any scholarship, you have to show that you have this amount of money, especially you are asked to open something we call the blocked account. And then with a blocked account, this amount of money has to be ready before your visa is issued. So if you have a steady scholarship, then the scholarship should show that, you know, you have enough money to pursue your program. Now, if you have a study visa, you can use it to work. You can work part-time up to 240 days or full-time up to 120 days. But you cannot bank all your hopes on, you know, working. That's why you have to show beforehand that you have enough money for your support, 11,208. All right, this is just about a few basic facts I wanted to share before our colleagues come in and others also are logging on. Thank you very much. I'll now hand over to the colleagues from Dresden.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Barnes, for your kind introduction. Just let me find the proper file. I hope you can see my presentation right now.
Yes.
Okay, so also from our side, warm welcome to our today's presentation of HTW Dresden, University of Applied Sciences. My name is Daniel Kulesza and I'm working currently with my colleague Britta Weber in the international office. And today I would like to present to you some information about who we are, what we are standing for, and what we are offering to international students. Yeah, and if you have questions, we can answer them immediately or at the end of my presentation during the Q&A session. So let's dive in. Yeah, with around 5,000 students, our university is the second largest university in Dresden. It was founded in 1992 and now it ranks among the top German universities of applied sciences. And last year we were celebrating our 30th anniversary. We are experts for practice-oriented studies in the fields of engineering and natural sciences, informatics, economics, and design. Yeah, now I would like to tell you something about our location, about Dresden. Dresden is capital of Saxony and it has approximately 570,000 inhabitants and it's the second largest city next to Leipzig. It's a very cultural, diverse city, for example, thanks to its location next to the Polish and Czech border. And comparing with many other big cities in Germany, it has a very high living quality at a low cost of living. For example, if you compare it with other big cities like Munich, Hamburg, or Frankfurt. Yeah, Dresden has plenty of historical places. It's a very important place in terms of culture and history. On the left side, you see our, I would say, famous landmark. It's our evangelical church called Frauenkirche. But we do have not only many interesting historical places, but also do have many green spaces, many parks, forests, like in the middle of the city. And only 30 kilometers away, we have so-called Saxon Switzerland, Sächsische Schweiz. You can see it on the last picture on the right side. It's Elb Sandstone Mountain. So for those of you who would like to hike and spend their free time actively, it's a lovely opportunity to forget for a moment about learning and dive into the beautiful nature. But we do have also many, I mean, not only lovely green spaces and historical places, but also, very vibrant and dynamic student life in a culturally diverse environment. So, as a student, you can visit many clubs, museums, and theaters. For example, if you're interested in festivals, in music and dance, you can attend so-called Dresden Student Days. And during this festival for all students in the city, clubs and artistic groups offer a varied cultural program. So it's kind of 4 week of crash course in student culture, which is also very important. So as I mentioned before, in Dresden you can study or you can live. I mean, you don't need too much money comparing with other big cities in Germany, so you don't have to pay any tuition fees if you study at HTW Dresden. What you have to pay for is so-called semester fee, around 300 euro per semester. And this amount of money includes also public transportation tickets. I will tell you a little bit more about it later. For housing, you need to pay around 300 euro per month. What is also mandatory in Germany at every university, it's health insurance, and here we have to pay around 100 euro. Other expenses, including, for example, groceries, are about 400 euro per month. So in total, you need per month around 750 to 800 euros. Now I would like to focus more on our two campuses. So our main campus, you see it on the left side on the slide, is located in the center of Dresden near the central railway station. So it's like strategically very, very good location. And it spreads over different buildings which are used for study and research. Second campus, which you can see on the picture on the right side, is situated in a very lovely part of Dresden in the district Pillnitz, nearby the castle of Pillnitz, next to the river Elbe, which you can also see on the picture. Now it's time for some campus impressions so that you get a feeling how it is to be a student at our university, how our buildings and spaces looks like. So you can see our main building on the in the left upper corner, or library on the right in the right corner. Also our lecture hall and laboratory building. We also do have many modern laboratories and greenhouses at our campus in Pillnitz for those of you, for example, who are interested in studying agriculture. Besides impressions which you saw before, we also have model design workshops for those of you who are interested in studying design. So now I would like to come tell you a little bit more about our studying possibilities. So we do have 33 study programs divided in 8 faculties: civil engineering, electrical engineering, agriculture, environment, chemistry, informatics and mathematics, spatial information, mechanical engineering, business administration and design, and most of them are taught in German, but not all of our students are German speaking. We also do have programs for English speaking students. And here we have 4 study programs like electrical engineering. It's a bachelor program, and here students start, I mean, the academic year, or not academic year, but these study programs start in the winter semester. And another study program taught in English, it's study program environmental engineering. It's a master program, and it also starts in the winter semester. Another 2 studying programs are German business culture and international management. It's also a master program. It consists of 4 semesters, and it starts in the winter semester. A similar program, but a little bit shorter one, is international management with 3 semesters, also a master program with a start in the summer semester. If you have any questions regarding those study programs, we can dive in a little bit deeper during the Q&A session. So in teaching and research, we pursue 3 profile lines. First of them, it's called protection of natural sources. In addition to analyzing our natural habitats, this focus includes innovations and technologies for optimizing land use, production, and circular economy, combined with resource efficient, sustainable, and environmentally friendly value creation. The second profile is called developing future-oriented mobility and infrastructure. This focus includes the development of future-oriented mobility concepts using low-emission drive technologies. Questions of energy storage, distribution, and conversion are also in focus, as are construction and building operation using sustainable technologies. And last but not least, our last profile line is creating networking and digitalizing the economy and work. Future working environments, automation and digital transformation, human-machine interaction, and the design of communication, production, and information processes are all part of this focus, as are business management considerations. Besides studying, you can also learn some new languages or just deepen your knowledge in languages you already know at our language center. And a very nice offer for international students. Every Wednesday at 3 p.m. We do offer an international language cafe, and the aim is to support international exchange between students in a pleasant atmosphere. We also do have a great library with plenty of learning resources and space for learning in a peaceful atmosphere. It's open from Monday till Saturday. So lovely place for those of you who would like to study in a quiet atmosphere. Also, like having some food and chat with students is a very important part of being on the campus. So we have Mensa and cafeteria on our campus where you can enjoy some meals and drinks at affordable prices. There are several options for living as a student. One of them are students' housings near the campus. Important thing to say is that student housing is shared with students from other universities, such as TU Dresden. And there are, as I mentioned before, possibility to have a housing at our main campus in the Dresden city and also at the campus Dresden-Pillnitz. Yes, a very important question for you is surely, why would it be beneficial for you to study at HTW Dresden? In my opinion, my main reasons are our teaching and research, which are practice oriented. The study atmosphere is also very personal, thanks to very small study groups, intense support, not only from the professors, but also from me and my colleagues from the international office. Just a second. Yes, so you don't have to pay any tuition fees, just so-called semester fee. It's around 320 euro per semester, which includes public transport and also transport within Saxony. So yeah, you can also see more yeah, of our Bundesland, of the region we are living in, not only Dresden itself. Your knowledge can be applied at our university practically, thanks to large amount of labs and workshops. And another very important reason is that we are cooperating with small and medium-sized businesses when you can do internships, but also, like, you know, having some contacts with different companies where you can, for example, work later if you're interested in this. Through the practically oriented programs, our graduates have a high employment rate, and last but not least, we do have many international contacts which allow our students to study for some time abroad, but also it helps us to learn from best practices of our partners. Now you can see an overview of our cooperations worldwide. So we have partners on every continent. Yeah, so the next thing I would like to share with you, it's our service. So what are we offering you with our buddy program and welcome week? You get familiar with the campus and gain first impressions about studying at our university. You can always get in touch with your buddy from our buddy program and ask your questions regarding study and living in Germany. So you are not like alone being at your university. You can get professional support from another students at our university. But also a very nice offer from our side are so-called study trips abroad, for students of certain studying programs. Advantages of those study trips are, for example, gaining insights into a foreign education system, getting in touch with local students and professors. This year, 2023, our students are going to Czech Republic, Vietnam, Georgia, and Italy. Yes, and another possibility for you is our career service, which supports students and graduates concerning career orientation, development of relevant competencies, and within the application process. So it's kind of support from the start till the end of your journey at our university. We also do have a great student association called Faranto. It helps students to establish new contacts with the international and German students. So as I mentioned, it's a student association for intercultural understanding. It promotes international exchange, looks after visiting students at the university, and provides information for stays abroad and much more. Yes. So if you wish to study, I mean, in general, if you wish to study in Germany, you need a university entrance qualification. In German, we call it Hochschulzugangsberechtigung, like super long word. Um, yes, so on the website called Uni Assist, which you can see here on the slide, you can check if you are qualified to study in Germany without any further preparational courses. And another very important thing is to check language requirements regarding the level and type of certificate on on our website. Yes, so if you would like to study at the HTW Dresden, you should mind the application deadlines. If you would like to study, to start your study in the winter semester, you should apply till the 15th of June. Or if you would like to begin studying in the summer term, you should apply till the 30th of November. As Mr. Barnes mentioned before, if you would like to apply for a scholarship, you should check the DAAD scholarship database. Yeah, and the application place for students is, as I mentioned before, Uni Assist. All information regarding the application process you can see in this QR code. So now it's the time to scan the code if you would like to get some information regarding application process at our university. But probably Mr. Barnes can also provide you the presentation with all the sources so that you can reread all the information which we're presenting you today. Okay, I'm going farther. We are looking forward to meeting you. One possibility to get personal advice is to write an email at the email which you can see on this slide, but also on our website. We also do have all the possible social media like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on, where you also can get in touch with us and find an actual information about the things we do and offer to the students. If you would like to get more visual impressions about our university, you can also watch our new film, advertising film about HTW Dresden. You can also scan this QR code, but maybe at the end of the session, if we have some spare time, we could watch it together and maybe discuss the content if you'd like to start a journey in Dresden and study at our university. So it's all from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope I provide you some interesting and some useful information. We are very happy and open for your questions. I would say the Q&A session is open right now. And we are curious about your impressions and about your questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kuletsa. It's been an insightful presentation. I saw a comment like this in the chat. So the Q&A is open now. You can type your questions in the chat so that we will read it out and the colleagues will answer that. I think the first question I saw is the one about the English taught programs. So there was one which was international management, which you talked about. And the question is it also English taught totally? And what are the English language requirements?
Yes, Both master courses in international management are taught in English. There is one master course with 4 semesters. It will start in the winter semester again. And where you will need an English language certificate for application. It will be at the level of IELTS 7.0, for instance. And you will need a bachelor degree of business administration. And the other international management master course is just of 3 semesters, and it will start in the summer semester. So you can apply until November 30th. And where applicants from Ghana don't need an English language certificate. Yeah, but it is we recommend to study the semester the master course of 4 semesters as it is designed for the international students. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. So the difference is that with the international management program starting in the winter semester, you need the English proficiency certificate.
Yes.
Yes. But the other program starting in the summer.
This is a special regulation for students from countries where English is official language, like Ghana. These applicants don't need the English language certificate. Yeah, but it is recommended to study the 4 semester course because the first semester will be an introduction to German business culture. And both master courses we do have a semester abroad. So all students have to study abroad for 1 semester, can't stay in Dresden, but will go to a partner university in Europe or to another university worldwide.
Oh, okay. Let me ask about the study abroad. With a study abroad, would you need to pay how do you call it, tuition fees in the semester abroad?
We have partner universities in Europe, and as long as you apply for one of these universities, you don't need to pay semester fee. But if you would like to study in the United States or Australia or so, Canada, then you would need to pay tuition fees. No, I mean not semester fee, tuition fee. Yeah, tuition fee, it's free within Europe, but if you study somewhere else, you would need to pay tuition fee.
All right, thank you very much. Please, before we go to the next question, is it possible we can put the slide on the English taught courses
Sure.
again?
Just give me a second.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's the difference. The international management program starting in summer, you may not need to show the English proficiency certificate. There's a question here. I would like to know if the design program is being taught in English.
No, unfortunately, it isn't taught in English. It's only taught in German.
Okay. So what's the minimum German proficiency you need to have?
In case you have your direct access to university in Dresden by your high school certificate, then you would need the language level C1. But in case you would need to go to a preparatory course like Studienkolleg, where you will study for 1 year to prepare yourselves for study in Germany, then you would need to have this B1 language certificate. So, but at least you need a B1 to study. Yeah. To apply, at least to apply.
Thank you very much. So there was somebody who just joined and asking about PhD programs.
Unfortunately, we don't have a PhD program. With the students who are interested to do a PhD, it is the way to apply is the following. You have to contact the professor directly you have to search and do research about your topic you want to do for a PhD, and also which professor does research in this field. And when you contact the professor it herself or himself and ask if he or she is interested to work with you. So this is the way how it works here at our university.
All right. Thank you very much. I think even in the beginning, I talked about University of Applied Sciences, that most of them are not yet mandated to award PhD, but you can do it in cooperation with
Yes, there are
other.
cooperation. There is a
Yeah.
cooperation with other universities in Germany. It is possible we do have PhD students here, but we do it together with another university.
Mm,
But of course, we can do it here. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I think sometimes the participant could also directly send questions to our panelists. Perhaps you can also check your chat. But let me read the general ones that are popping up. That's okay, this one. German business culture and international management. What's the fee? Is there an application fee? And then in fact, you already talked that you need a IELTS certificate, but someone is asking if you can use the proof of English from the undergraduates for the English proficiency. Is that possible?
No, we don't. This is not possible. Yeah.
So definitely you need the IELTS. Or
Yes,
possibly or TOEFL too.
of 7.0 or TOEFL with 95 points. If you have a certificate which is older than 2 years, it's no problem. It doesn't expire if you apply for us, for our university, but you need to have such a certificate.
That's good to know. Thank you. So I think we already mentioned that there's no PhD. Someone is asking about, okay, health-related masters, maybe.
No,
Mm.
we don't have a program which is related to health science. Yeah, we have our faculties are in the field of, one is of business and the others are of engineering. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So yeah, there's a question here whether the application for admission and scholarship are done together or separately.
This is
So
done separately. You have to apply at Uni Assist so that you can take part in the ranking, but or you also have to apply then to this for the scholarship additionally. So in most cases, you apply first for a web scholarship because it will take some more time for processing. And during your application is being processed, you apply at Uni Assist for the next semester where you can start the program. So, and when you get admission, and hopefully you will get scholarship admission, and then you can come. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to add something about the scholarships. I mean, DAD, we usually have scholarships for study programs, but currently what we do have are only targeted at specific programs. So for masters, we have the EPOS scholarship, which has about 37 or so programs on the list. So it has to be direct to those programs. And then we have the Helmut Schmidt application will open from 1st of June, but it's also targeted at specific program. I mean, currently we don't have any specific program at Dresden.
We do, our master courses are not courses funded by DAD. We do have people who received scholarship, individual scholarship from DAD in our courses, but there is no course sponsored by DAD as a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So last year we had a scholarship called Leadership for Africa, which is one of the individual scholarship you can pick for any program at all in Germany.
Yes.
But this year it's not open for Ghanaian applicants, but from other West African countries
Yeah.
like Nigeria and Togo. So if there's anyone on the platform
Yeah.
from
We do have
these countries. Mhm.
we do have a student from this program from Cameroon in in one of our master courses. Yes.
Program. Yeah, yeah. So if you are online and you are from Nigeria or Togo or Niger, yes, you can apply for Leadership for Africa to go and study at HTW Dresden. Yeah. And then, okay, I have this next question. What is the requirement for a student in Ghana who is studying and want to apply, who is studying German and wants to apply for art and music? I believe in your school there's no
No.
field of art and music.
Yeah, you can search in the DAAD database for international programs for this field of arts and music, and then you will find other universities where it is will be possible, but not at our university.
Yeah. Is there a limit to the number of persons or applicants taking from Ghana?
No, there's no limit. I mean,
So all of you
our
can
master
apply.
courses are limited in places as a whole, but there is no. I mean, everyone can apply.
Yeah. Environmental engineering. What are the requirements of the environmental
Yeah.
engineering?
For bachelor degree, you would need a bachelor degree in natural sciences, environmental sciences, or in engineering. Of one of these four courses is civil engineering, water engineering, chemical engineering, and environmental engineering. Yeah, it's a engineering program. And for language, it's the same like for the international management of 3 semesters. Applicants from Ghana or Nigeria don't need English language certificate, as it is these are countries with English as official language, and all the other ones need an English language certificate of IELTS 6.5, for instance.
Okay, so I think this next question you've already answered about the German language requirement for bachelors. Someone just asked for the BSc in electrical engineering, what is the German language level?
Bachelor of Electrical Engineering is very interesting program. The study starts in English, so you don't need a German language certificate. And during the first 2 years, the students learn German until the level of German B2. And then we will join the German program of electrical engineering. So in the first 2 years, the schedule is splitted. One part is for electrical engineering, first in English, then a little bit in German, and the other part is for learning of a German language. So after 4 semesters, you will join the course, the bachelor course of a German bachelor course of electrical engineering. So this is a very special program for the people who can't speak German yet, but want to study in German later. So you do have both languages in this study.
Wow, that is very nice. Thank you very much for clarifying. We have a question too about the grade point average. What is the least grade point average requirement for the study programs? So at the master's level, is there, perhaps you can mention it in the German note system. What's the notes that you should get?
There,
For
I mean, you can always apply, and then you will apply at UniAssist, and UniAssist will convert your grade into a German grade. And this does UniAssist for all the applicants from all other countries, like India and so on. And when you will take part in the ranking, also with the German applicants. And so when the best applicants will get admission. So we don't have a real numerus clausus, which is a grade which you should have, but we do have a lot of applicants. So the grade is very high, but you should really try just to apply, and you will see where you will be in the ranking and whether you will get admission then. Okay? So there are a lot of admissions until a special point, but every year the grade of the applicants is a little bit different. So we can't say you have to have this grade and then when you will get a study place. So you need to have a really good place in the ranking. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. So there's another general question, but well, it's not too general. He says, hello, I did my master's in Germany and currently in Ghana. I want to study the master's in international development economics in HTW. I think this question is about HTW Berlin, but we are talking about HTW Dresden. Or do you have economics?
No, I mean, for application, you need a bachelor degree in business administration and not in economics. So I guess it isn't possible to do the study here. It is about the bachelor degree and or the master degree, but economics isn't included in the bachelor degrees which are necessary for this master course. You need a business administration degree.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, but
Friend,
all people can also write an email to me so that I can have a look into the details for this person and answer the question also in person to them.
yes, I think so. We can use the international at HTW Dresden.
Yes, this is our
Okay.
email address. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Someone is asking, do I need to open a block account in Germany in case I fail to secure a scholarship? Yes.
I don't think so. I don't know really, but I guess you will get a scholarship and this will work for you to prove your ability to live here. So
Yeah. But if you don't have a scholarship, then you need to
yes,
certainly show your
yes.
block account like I talked about in the first slides. Is it possible to apply while studying undergraduate to continue in Germany? So if you have done one academic year and of undergraduate in Ghana, can you apply
Yes,
direct?
yes, but you need the certificate of a first successful year. So, but if you study the first year, you will get or receive this certificate in the end of June, probably in Ghana. But you have to apply earlier, you know. You can do it, but then next year. Okay. But please check in at Uni Assist about the details. There is this database in Uni Assist about access to German university, and then you can select your country, and then you will see how many semesters you will need in your home country to have direct access to start the first semester in Germany, but you need the certificate of the first year, for instance. But if you want to study in winter the semester, already in October, it would be too late, okay? But of course, you can apply in the next year with a certificate of a first year in your country. But I recommend to continue the study in your country also after the first year. So in case it will not work, so that you can study in your home country. Okay.
All right. So still on Uni Assist, someone is asking, how does the application through Uni Assist work?
Yeah, if you open the website of Uni Assist here, when you will find the step number 4, apply online. This is the most important point, apply online. And then you will look for our university. And the whole name of our university is Hochschule für Technik und Wirtschaft. It's not written as HTW Dresden, but as Hochschule at the letter H. But you will find it. And in case you don't find it, you can write an email to me so that I write it in detail to you. And when and after you will have selected with our university, then you will find all the courses you can apply for, and then you just select your course. And then you pay the application fee of 75 euro. It's for the first application, and every other application you have to pay 30 euros. So this is the application fee for Uni Assist. And when you finish your application and you will upload your high school certificate and your bachelor certificate and your language degree, and then you will send it to Uni Assist, and Uni Assist will check it and forward it to us. And here you will take part in the ranking for the master courses, and for the bachelor course, for instance, electrical engineering, there is no ranking. You just will get when the admission. With the admission, you can apply for the student visa, and then you can come to Germany. And for the visa application, you will need this blocked account, not for university. Just you can apply here. If you are successful, you will get admission, and then you will apply for the visa at the German embassy, and then you will need the blocked account.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. I think this participant joined maybe later, but he's asking about study program in agricultural science, MSc.
Agriculture, yes, we do have. Can you please repeat the question?
Whether there's a master's program in agricultural science.
Yes, there is, but in German.
Okay. So you need C1 German
Yes,
proficiency.
this is C1 then, or B2, a German language certificate B2, and then you would need a course to get to the level of C1, and maybe you could do this in Germany, but this is also not so easy to get a visa for this program.
All right, thank you very much. This is also an interesting question. How long does it take to get an admission letter after you apply using Uni Assist? Or
Yeah, for the master courses, the application deadline is June 15 for winter semester, for instance, and the admissions will be sent out in the beginning of August. Bachelor courses, you can apply, for instance, now, and the admissions will be sent out from June. But if you apply for a bachelor course where there is a limited admission, it will be sent out also in August. So it depends. I mean, Uni Assist will need about 3 weeks to process your application and forward it to us, to our university. And then if you apply for a bachelor program without a limited admission, then you will get the admission very fast, for instance, after 10 days. Or if you apply for a master course with limited admission, then the admissions will be sent out from the beginning of August. There will be a ranking, and then there will be a day in August where where will be this decision, and when you will receive the admission.
All right. Thank you very much. It's good to know, because sometimes with applying for study visa, it can take a long time. So at least we can know when admission comes, and we can already book appointment.
Yes, yes.
In
You should have an
waiting. So,
appointment for the master courses. You should have an appointment for winter semester in August and for summer semester in January. No, in February. In February. In February, yeah.
all right. Thank you very much. I believe we have answered pretty much all the questions. And I just saw this last one coming in. Is electrical engineering BSc restricted?
No, you
It's
just
not.
need German university entrance qualification, which means a high school certificate which is equal to German high school certificate, or 1 year in university in home country, or 2 years. It depends on the country, and you will find this in this database of Uni Assist. I can also send you the link for this database. If you want to know it in detail, I can send you this link.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Weber, and also Mr. Kuletza, for this insightful presentation and the question and answer time. I believe we'll hand over now to Mr. Kuletza with a video or the impression on HTW Dresden.
Okay. Just a second. I will share with you my desktop again. So, just a second. I hope you can see my desktop right now. Okay.
Yes.
And I hope you can hear.
And to make that decision, I will never regret that. Moving has always been a part of my life. Every step you take drives you forward. It leads to new ideas, new perspectives, and personal development. I want to learn to improve myself, to give my very best, while always being on the move. My wish to take that next step has led me here, to HTW Dresden. Everything is just right here. You study in a practice-oriented learning environment, using innovative technologies and state-of-the-art facilities, without paying tuition fees, right in the center of the attractive city of Dresden. It's a place that is so full of life and cultural experiences. It offers modern and affordable student dorms so close to the campus. Study programs in the fields of engineering, environment, economics, and design prepare you optimally for your start into your career. You benefit from the individual mentoring by professors and teaching staff. The HTW Dresden is the place where your creative ideas become innovative business models. Networks and cooperations connect us here and all over the world. These are our strengths. We are creators who learn, not just for ourselves, but for the future we hope to design. This way, we continue to progress. We understand that sometimes you just have to push through to find your limits and to overcome them.
Also, komm zu uns und beginn dein Studium an der HTW Dresden.
So, that was a short impression about our university. I also would like to thank you for your time, for being with us for this 1 hour. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and whenever you have questions, you can get in touch with us. The email address you have already.
All right, thank you so much. That was a great session here today, and yes, the video summed everything all up. The video summed everything all up. You are all invited to study in Dresden. I believe you all have the email address. I think if we can put it in the chat so that it's available.
Yes.
That with the email address, you can easily continue to ask all your questions. And
I will do it.
once you registered for this event, with consent, we'll forward your data to the university so that they'll send you perhaps a PDF of the presentation and maybe some brief information, and you can continue the discussion with them. For programs in the winter semester, application is still open until 15th of June. So please hurry to work this out and make it possible. Thank you so much, Ms. Weber and Mr.
You're welcome.
Coletta, for this wonderful time. All right.
Thanks a lot, and see you in Dresden.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
All
Have a
right.
good time.
Yo.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye from Accra. Bye.